Hello and welcome to another Super Science video with the Massachusetts Regional Library. I'm Miss Stephanie, one of the children's librarians here, and today we're going to do experiments on buoyancy. And buoyancy is whether or not an object will float or sink in water or any other liquid. And there's a few things that we can learn about buoyancy, and I have two experiments today. The first is we're going to see what fruits and vegetables float and sink. And then we're going to figure out how to make our own boats and see how we can make them so they stay floating on the water as well. So let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to have a list of the materials that you're going to need for our first experiment. Alright guys, I'm back with our first experiment, and we're going to see what fruit and vegetables float and sink. And the things you're going to need for this project, you're going to need a plastic container, some water, a pitcher or something to pour the water in. I used 3 pitchers to fill this up, but whatever you have around your house would be great. Napkins in case you spill the water, and just a bunch of fruit or vegetables that you have around your place. And if you have them, oranges will be cool because I'm going to show you another experiment at the end with them. So I'm just going to pick them up and we're going to just see which one do you think will float and sink. Now, an object floats or sinks if it is lighter than the water, because water weighs something too. And so if this fruit is lighter than the water, then it'll float. But if it's not, it'll sink to the bottom. So let's see what happens to the bell pepper. Alrighty, that one floats. So then let's try a carrot. Do you guys think this is going to float or sink? I think it's going to float, but let's see if I'm right. No, the carrot sunk because it was heavier than the water. So let's try an apple. Like maybe you guys bob for apples at Halloween. I really like doing that. And the apple floats too. And then let's try a potato. And let's see if this will float or sink. Oh, that sinks right to the bottom. So we now know that the bell pepper and the apple are lighter than the water, so they'll float. But the carrot and the potato are heavier, so they're going to sink to the bottom. Now, what do you think about this orange? I think it's a little heavy. I think it's going to sink. What do you guys think? Well, let's put it in the water and find out. Oh, it floats. That's great. So it means it's lighter than the water. Now, I found an experiment online, and see, I unpeeled an orange. I took the peel off. And do you guys think, because it's even lighter than that orange, do you think it is going to float like the other orange? Let's find out. No, it sunk to the bottom. And why is that? Well, I'm going to tell you that this peel right here has air pockets. And air pockets are what help make a boat float in the water. And it also helped this orange float because air is lighter than water. So it made the orange actually lighter with the peel on. So it's not necessarily how big an object is. It's just a matter of whether it is lighter or heavier than the water. So that was a lot of fun, and you can use different fruits and vegetables around your house to see if you can figure out which ones float or sink, but always remember to do it with your adult. And let's get started on our next experiment, which is about, we're going to make some boats. Okay, let's get started on our next experiment where we're going to make a few boats and see how many marbles each one of them hold. And for this experiment, you can just keep using your same container filled with the water that you use the pitcher for. As always, have napkins on hand. And then for the boats, I made 2. One is a paper cup, and I put a straw and a piece of paper as a sail. And then I did the same thing with a plastic cup, and you just need tape to put the mast and the sail to the cups. And then you can use stuff like Legos or pennies, but I decided to see using marbles, like how many marbles each one will hold. So how many do you think each one is going to hold? I think that the paper one is going to hold more. So it's a little bigger, and I think it's a little lighter than the plastic one. So let's find out what happens. So we're going to put our boat in, and then I'm going to count. Let's count how many marbles I put in here together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's see if it holds 5. It does. It's a little lopsided, but it's still holding them. So let's do 6, 7, 8. Oh, sailing away. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh my gosh, this is holding a lot, isn't it? 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Uh-oh, we're starting to get waterlogged. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. And it looks like it's touching the bottom, so it held about 51 marbles. Now, let's try that with the plastic cup. So it's a little lopsided too, so I'm just going to hold it for a minute. And let's see, I have about 10 marbles in here, so I'm going to pour these 10 in to start with. Okay, so it's holding the 10 marbles really well. Now, we're going to add to that. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Uh-oh, we're about to get waterlogged. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Oh, it sank right to the bottom. Well, and the best part about this is you can experiment at home. You can change the boat. The way I see it is the plastic one sank quicker. I mean, it was pretty close, like 47 to 51, but it sank because it was heavier than the water, and the paper was lighter, and so it was able to stay afloat longer. So you can experiment, like making different designs with your cups. Like, they can be much more complicated than this one. I'm going to show you a book at the end of the video which has a few examples. You could also use aluminum foil or craft sticks or anything you find around the house to see if you can make a boat, and you can see how sturdy your boat is. So if you want a STEM engineering challenge, I think that would be a great idea. So let's wrap things up, and I'll show you a few books that I used to plan these experiments for this month. Alright, I hope you guys had a lot of fun with those experiments today, and like I said before, feel free to try them at home with different fruits and vegetables, or making your own boat with other things such as aluminum foil. And I just wanted to show you the books that I used when I was preparing this video today. The first is called Water and Floating, and this is a really interesting guide of like stuff you can do around your house with water, besides floating as well. Although, I'm just going to show you guys real quick. And that's where I got the idea to do the fruit and vegetable experiment on this page. And then over here it has just different things, like you can try floating like ice, for example, in different liquids to see how that would do. So it's just basically some basic fun experiments with water. And then the second book I have, and I'm really excited about this one, it is called Build Your Own Boat. And this says it's great for budding engineers. And what this does is it gives you a lot of ideas for boats, even more complicated than the ones that I made today. But they're still a lot of fun. And I think my favorite one, let me show you my favorite one. It's called the Jetting Along. And some of you guys, I may have seen my video where I did the baking soda and vinegar to make something explode. Well, you can also do it to make a boat. And all you need is the baking soda vinegar, a small plastic soda bottle, a straw, and a piece of paper. And then you just mix them together, and you can make them jet on a boat, like in your bathtub or like a pond or something, like a body of water like that. So thank you so much for joining me today for our super science video. I look forward to sharing some more fun science experiments with you soon. Have a good day. Bye.